Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and today I am doing another color theory series episode. Cynthia and I have been doing these for a couple weeks now, so if you haven't caught up on all of those, definitely check out the playlist down below so you guys can check out all of the colors. If you're new to this series, essentially we tackle a monochromatic layout every single week with a different color. So we're finally up to blue. We're following the rainbow order, so if you haven't caught up, again, I'll have the playlist link down below with both of our videos so you guys can check them all out. Today we are doing blue, and I decided to use this Dear Lizzie paper with a beautiful floral. And it's more of a teal in the background, but I'm classifying teal as blue for this project. And essentially for monochromatic layouts, you want to use all of the same color, so all blue, except for neutrals, which are the metallics, brown, black, and white. And you're going to make a layout of it. So I'm using this teal background color, and then this beautiful stencil here is a vine stencil, which is from Echo Park, and I'm using some Heidi Swapp silver modeling paste through that to give it a little more texture to the background. And again, silver and all the metallics are neutrals for the purpose of this series, and this adds a lot of texture to the background, which it's hard to see out on this video, but it's much easier to realize in real life. And to clean off my stencils, I just wanted to let you guys know I use my baby wipes. Nothing fancy here. I know some people like wash them in the sink, but I'm very lazy and I don't want to do that. So I just use some baby wipes to scrape some of the modeling paste off, and that's how I clean my stencils. And then I get it all over, and I'm going to cut the rest of this out so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me. Now I also put that aside to dry just a little bit. Modeling paste takes quite a bit of time to dry, and I don't like using my heat gun on it because my heat gun is kind of annoying to use. So while it is still drying, I'm pulling out some other items I want to use on this layout. I pulled out some blue/teal washi tapes, some twines, and I also pulled out this pattern paper from Studio Calico, I believe. And it's just a diagonal stripe with 2 shades of blue, which is perfect. I'm going to use this strip of washi tape later on once it's dry. And I'm just really pulling for blue things out of my stash, which is surprisingly hard for me in this episode, even though blue is one of my favorite colors to scrapbook with. I also pull out this wood grain paper from Simple Stories. It has numbers in the middle, but I can use the edges perfectly fine to make little layers beneath my photos. So for this, I decided to trim out some of the middle part. You'll see in a second. So that the more of the wood grain part is saved. And I'm writing down a sticky note for what date this is before I forget. Even though I know I can look it up on my phone, I'm terrible about journaling and putting dates on my pages, which is absolutely awful. But definitely writing it on a sticky note so I can stick it on after, and then finally doing the journaling once it's all set. So these pictures are actually myself at a scrapbook expo last summer. And my boyfriend actually gave this trip to me as a present. It was in my area. I believe it's called like the Rubber Stamp Expo. It was mostly for card making, but they did have some scrapbooking stuff. And as you guys know, I also make cards. So it was a lot of fun. I did a haul on that as well a while back. So now I'm doing some washi strip layering on the left-hand side. I used 1 washi tape from Studio G, 2 washi tapes from Recollections, I believe. And now I'm pulling out some of my 3D embellishments, which includes chipboard and all of those things. I don't think I end up using that Dream Bag chipboard piece because I didn't think it went well with the color scheme. But I do pull out some other items I do use, which you'll see in a little bit here, but I'm just flipping through my stack of stickers and fun things. What I really enjoyed using on this layout were these stars, which are from Freckled Fawn. I used some of the blue and silver ones. Stars have nothing to do with this layout. I just thought these looked great with the color scheme, so I pulled out some silver and blue ones. And then I decided to use some more of those brown tones from the wood grain paper underneath my square photo to write the title, which is just going to be Craft Show. Just something simple. I didn't want to overcomplicate things. But these are some stickers from Studio Calico, which I've used in several other videos. This is actually a really old process video before I knew I was starting off color theories so soon. I started pre-filming some of my colors because I knew they'd apply, And this is what happens. I have supplies I know I've used again more than once, and it's just really funny to see that happen. The problem with stickers like these ones is getting them straight. They're also so thin and I was afraid of ripping them, and that was my main concern. While I was talking, I also pulled out some resin pieces in the bottom left corner there. I have a piece that says Love, which is from Target, and then some resin flowers. I have this LE Studio die cut that says Happiness, and it's the perfect shade of teal. And on the right hand side, I tucked in a Doodlebug doily and a little banner sticker that has a little camera on it, and that is from A Beautiful Mess, which I bought from Studio Calico. So now I'm gluing all these items down. This little vellum tag is from Studio Calico, one of their die cut collections, or packs I should say. And again, this is just the gluing part, and I'm going to fast forward through some of this. So now I am going to do some more embellishing. I have this silver glitter washi tape, which is a little bit thicker than the one that was on the left-hand side, and I believe this one's actually from American Crafts, as well as a little polka dot washi tape, which is from Recollections. I just added those underneath the title so it had somewhere to sit. It wasn't floating as much. So now I'm trying to stick these on straight, which honestly didn't go very well. But I can think they're as straight as can be, but they're not exactly, so forgive me on that one. But I'm just using my T-square ruler to help with that. I definitely highly recommend a T-square ruler if you do not have one already. It's a great tool to have for multiple things, especially measuring large pieces. So now we are back to embellishing. I have some more of these blue stars that I'm pulling out from the Freckled Fonts set. And I also pull out some of these Jelly Bean Soup craft tags, which again, I've used a bunch of these now in several other videos, so if you've seen these before, this is because this is an older process video, but I still wanted to share it because we're now in the week of blue, and if you guys would love to play along, I'm having some of my fellow watchers post their layouts for this challenge over on my Facebook page, so definitely check it out if you're interested. But yeah, we'd love to have you play along with the Monochromatic Layout Challenge. Again, this is the Color Theory series, so you can look up last year's playlist and this year's playlist and can get tons of inspiration for your monochromatic layouts. It's definitely a fun challenge. Now I am building on that cluster right next to my title. I used a Freckled Fawn word sticker as well as a different Jelly Bean Soup craft tag just to add a more craft color into the layout as well as more interest up there. And I added a tiny bit of ribbon through the tag hole, and it's a beautiful teal color which I just have in my stash. I'm not sure where it's from. I'm looking at some other word stickers because I know I want something else on this page, and I find this LE Studio tab that says Remember This, and it's in the teal color I'm looking for to match this layout very well. And I decided to pull out a punch, a little heart punch, with this patterned geometric pattern paper, which is from Studio Calico. And then of course I had to pull out some wood veneer, so I decided to use some of my Studio Calico ones, the hearts, the arrows, and maybe a camera. I'm not 100% sure what I used. It looks like I also pull out some of the asterisk type wood veneer pieces, and I'm just going to glue all those down with my fine line bottle. But this layout is almost complete, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going to add a couple more things, including some enamel dots, and I believe some are from Paper Studio, and then this camera is from Recollections. But that's pretty much it for this layout. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely check out Cynthia's layout down below, and I'll have the playlist linked down below so you guys can get more inspiration. And again, we'd love it if you played along. Just post them over on Instagram and tag us, or check my Facebook page to see some of the other ladies' beautiful work. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!